You read it? You read it?
I read it from the website.
Oh, okay, so yeah. Oh, okay, you still did it again? Oh, okay, all right. Okay, perfect. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. It's happening. We know, so it's going to be an arm too. So, yeah, we work with full recruitment application that you are all organized and the stuff. That's happening. Okay. Okay, perfect. Hope you'll have fun too.
I'm trying to figure out his first name. Last name, Moody. Last name is Moody. His first name is Montana. Jack? Moody. All right. So he has okay. I'd like to see you. All right.
Oh, they closed the windows? They can't open them anymore?
All right, so I have a 5-minute session to give you announcements. How are you? How's everybody doing? Good. Sorry I missed last week's workshop. They had a baby shower for Maji over on the other side, so I was there. Just a couple things. We're working towards the retreat, which is going to happen April 19th to 21st. By attending the workshops, you get points to go to the retreat. It's competitive, and there's limited spaces, so happy to see you here. We also have a bunch of volunteer activities coming up. We're helping out on the campus next week. If you can, on Wednesday, we're helping out with the Migration is Beautiful event, and then we're also going to help out with some campus tours. But then when we get a little bit farther down the road, we have a couple of days out at the park, and we're going to add the food bank of New York. So keep your eyes out for that. When you want to volunteer, you send me a message. I'll put you on the list, and then we'll get going from there. Now I'll turn it over to Nuha, and she can do our introductions, and even though we've got a few people not here, we'll get started.
Today we have Dr. Kouakou. He is currently the Assistant Director for the Office of Continuing Education and Workforce Program at CUNY. He manages the CUNY Cultural Corps, the program dreamers, and some components of the culture of the CUNY Service Corps. He was also a former student leader and a CUNY trustee, in addition to being the captain of York College soccer team. Dr. Kouakou graduated from York College and then Brooklyn College for his master's, followed by his doctorate at Northeastern University. Recently, he created the Dr. Kouakou consulting firm that provides leadership and professional development for young adults and professionals.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you guys feeling? Great? I only hear one great here. How about everybody else? I know it's Friday, afternoon. Everybody's excited for the weekend, but you're gonna put some energy. So, my name is Dr. Kafui, as I was introducing. Thanks for the introduction. And I'm here today to have a lot of conversation with you guys about the art of effective communication. So, I'm gonna first start talking about the communication aspect of being a leader. But before we get to that point, we're gonna do a series of activities, because remember, workshop, you guys can sit here and I can just go through slides, and then at the end you guys are bored out of your mind. You probably don't get much out of it. So my workshop are always interactive. So we're gonna be moving around. We're gonna be doing a lot of things in this session. So please bear with me and give me your best positive energy, because whatever you put in it is what you're gonna get out of it. So participate in the workshop. Raise your hand anytime you have any question. You don't have to wait until the end, even though we don't have the time at the end for questioning, but please put in all your questions and I'll be answering those questions. And sometimes those questions will be what actually direct the way we go with this volunteer workshop. So please participate as much as possible. I'm going to start off first by providing some context for you. So I already talked about the art of effective communication for leaders. That's going to be the topic for this conversation. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about myself, who I am, so you know exactly how we're going to proceed today. So the whole workshop is going to be divided in these different components. So we're going to do what's called the round robin. Anybody ever heard about the round robin? Okay, good. I like when you guys don't hear about it, so I get to show off a little bit and make you guys guess what it is. So we're going to get into that in a minute. We're going to do communication in different types. So we talk about communication all the time, but we'll also analyze the different types of communication that we have. And then we'll talk about emotional intelligence. Anybody ever heard about emotional intelligence? That one? Who heard about emotional intelligence? Pass. Raise your hand. Not that many, okay? So we're going to talk about that. And it's a very essential element of being a leader. And I'm going to talk about that. I actually do the whole workshop, 2-hour workshop just on emotional intelligence. I decided to add that to this workshop today because when you are communicating, emotional intelligence comes to play a lot of time. You have to be, that's what's going to help you to be able to navigate those conversations. And then we'll talk about public speaking. A lot of people are afraid of doing public speaking, what it means, what are the different components of it, how you can effectively do it. And then finally, we're going to do a little bit of practice with the elevator pitch. Anybody ever heard of the elevator pitch?
Yeah.
Give it a second. Pitch. Same thing? Okay. So, have you ever practiced it before? Okay, a little bit. Okay, good. So we're going to do a quick practice of that in this session where we're all going to practice the elevator pitch. So again, it's going to be a very interactive session. So you're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. It's not going to be boring. Believe me. All right. So the next slide is going to talk about me. How did I get here? Why am I in front of you today? So I was once upon a time a student just like you, and you heard it from my introduction earlier. I started here at York College in Queens. So that's where I started my undergraduate career. I went to York College for 5 years. I got 2 degrees at York College and then moved on to doing my master's degree at Brooklyn College. So after my master's degree, I joined the professional world full time and then started working before I went back and got my doctorate. But while I was at York College, I started getting involved in student leadership. I was part of student government. Same thing when I got to Brooklyn College, I was student government. And that's what led me to become a trustee at CUNY, meaning the students that represent all the students in the university. You guys ever heard of USS, the University Student Senate? Good. So I was the former chair of USS. So I was representing all the students at the university. And then from that role, I was also involved in coaching the men's soccer team, both actually the men and the female soccer team at York College at the point of time. And then also teaching. I'm the typical African, or my Caribbean friend always tell you are just like a Jamaican, you have like 1,000 jobs. That was me when I was in college. I always had a lot of jobs. So I was doing all these while I was still doing my master's. So I was highly involved in student leadership as well as my professional environment. Now, the current role that I have at CUNY Central is the Assistant Director for the Office of Continuing Education and Workforce Program. And that's a really big department. But in the small section where I work at is we have this program that I house there. We have the CUNY Service Corps, and I'm glad to say that you guys know that Hostos just got the CUNY Service Corps. You guys know that? Yes. So the CUNY Service Corps is going to start this year. You guys recently got the CUNY Service Corps, and I advise you, if you haven't applied for it, if you don't know what it is, I advise you to try to get some information about the CUNY Service Corps. It's a very wonderful, fantastic program. It's going to help you to be able to, because you're going to get paid pretty much to do service as well as build. It's also like an internship where you get to build your professional skills. And you get to pick what organizations that you may want to do your placement. So it's a very interesting opportunity for you guys to participate. Also, I oversee the CUNY Cultural Corps, which is similar to the Service Corps, but it's only geared towards the cultural sector organization. So if you are somebody who's an artist or you like art and you want to have a career in that area, cultural corps may be an option for you to participate in. And also I oversee the program for premiums at the university where we take premiums to different retreats and do a lot of leadership and professional development for them. So the final thing on that list is, which recently started, I've been doing a lot of professional development, leadership development for students across the university. And I've been thinking about this for a long time. I say, why not just build a consulting firm where I can professionally do this work, since I've been doing it in different capacity. So while I was doing my doctorate, I didn't have much time to be able to fully dedicate to this, but once I completed my doctorate last year, I decided that this is really something that I really want to do professionally. So that's why I launched at the beginning of this year the Dr. Kouakou Consulting, which primarily focuses on leadership and professional development for young adults and professionals. I can also do it for older adults, more senior people, but my primary focus is young adults because I'm very passionate about elevating young adults and make them see the potential they have so they can really impact and reach those full potential. Okay, so Now that being said, enough about me. Now we're gonna have a quick exercise called the round robin. So first of all, who in this room, all of you know each other in this room? No. Okay, perfect. I'm glad to hear that. Because this exercise is really geared for you to start knowing each other. One thing about communication is always driven by how you know somebody. When you're talking to your sister, your family member, your friends, you are much more comfortable, right? Just having a conversation. But when you're talking to somebody that you've never seen before, there's always that barrier that's there because you don't know what you're going to get back, so you are very reluctant. So communication is very essential for you to know who is part of that communication. So we're going to start this activity, since we're going to be doing several activities. We're going to start this session with the round robin, where I'm going to put you guys in small groups and I'm going to ask a question, and each member of the group is going to have 1 minute to answer the same question. So when that person have their minute and answering the question, just let them finish giving you all the possible answer they are giving. So if they have some time left and they have nothing to say, if you have a question, you can quickly ask that question. So I'm going to have a timer. So at the end of the minute, I'm going to always say next, next, until everybody in the group goes for that question, and then we're going to move on to the next question. We're going to do this for 4 different questions. All right? So let's see how many we have in total here right now. Okay, are you guys participating too or no? Okay, all right. So, to make this go really fast, we're gonna break it into groups of 3. So, let's just count 1, 2, 3. No. Let me backtrack. If I do that, we're gonna have too many people in one group. We have 18 people, so that's 6 group of 3. Let's count to 6 instead. Remember your number, okay? Do not forget your number. 1. 4. 5. 6. 1. Okay, so the ones, I want you here. 2, here. 3, here. 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there should be 3 per group. So you guys already have a sense of the idea. So here is what you're gonna do in the group. I want you guys to have a sense facing each other. Face each other. Okay, so you two come get together in one group.
Over there.
Alright, you just gotta get this over. So we should have 3 in each group. We good? So if we have more than 3, that means somebody's in the wrong group. Okay, perfect. Alright, you guys have to face each other.
Okay.
Like, face each other here. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. So here is gonna be, I need a volunteer to go first for this question. I need a volunteer to go first in each group. Volunteer in each group. Every group has to have somebody, so we have every group have a volunteer. We good? Good. Alright, perfect. Okay? So, the first question that I want you to answer for your group mate is, describe the neighborhood where you grew up. Describe the neighborhood where you grew up, regardless where you grew up. Okay, you have a minute Stop. Yes. Yeah. No, you have 1 minute to do it. At the end of your minute, the next person will also have 1 minute to answer the same question.
About themselves.
Yeah, about themselves. Yes. Good? All right, let's go. Okay, time. Now the person on the right of the person that just went, you go next. Same question, 1 minute. Go. Time. Next person now. Same thing, 1 minute. Go.
I'm just speaking all topics. I'm not kind of half talking, but yeah, more about you. Did you play with your neighbors? You did? Yeah. I used to play that. You grow up. Yeah. Well, when I used to say although like get home because we open up windows and doors, and so we always come to find out like who died or like came, especially because it's a big thing on like
Okay, time. Okay, so everybody in each group went, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Next question now. The person that went second, you go first now. Okay? Same thing. Now we have the question, what is the best advice anyone ever given to you and why? And you can mention whoever gave you the advice as well. Alright? Go. Okay, time. Next question now, same question. Go. question, go.
How old are you?
Okay, time. Now the next question. Why did you decide to become a leader, or why do you consider yourself an aspiring leader? What do you think? What do you decide to become a leader, or why do you consider yourself an aspiring leader? So, same thing, 1 minute. Time. Next person, same thing, go.
So, one of the reasons why I'm inspired to be here tonight is to search for maybe as someone you